This exercise I like to call the side squat. I call it the side squat because it's very similar to a side lunge. However, because we already start with our feet in the outer position, we're not really lunging into it. So instead I call them side squats. Feet come wide enough that you'll be able to sit into one leg safely while the other leg stays relatively straight. Soft knee, never lock out the opposite leg, but it should be relatively straight. We're going to squat on one leg. So I'm going to sit back, torso leans slightly forward as my hips go back behind me. My heel stays on the floor, and then I'm going to drive that heel through the floor, squeeze this glute to stand up nice and tall. So if I go to the right, it looks like this. Butt goes back, leaning forward, then driving this heel into the floor to squeeze my right glute to stand up nice and tall. So we will go back and forth between the two. You can also just do all of them to one side and then reset and do all of them to the other side. In order to progress this exercise, we would add weight to it. So we're going to start in this position. I'm going to have you bring the dumbbells out in front of you. As you sit back, they'll travel out in front of that shin, and then stand up nice and tall right here, and then side to side. Another progression to this exercise is to take it into the lunge. So, say you don't feel like adding weight and you want to work a little bit more on your power. Instead of starting in this outer position, you're going to start with your feet narrow and step into a lunge sideways. So you'll step into it, sit back, and then push off, back together.